shirts, and lucha masks. DVDs from all over the world, action figures, tickets to local indie events. Hell, they'll probably sell you a kitchen sink if you ask for it.
And if you want that kitchen sink, if you've got some dirty dishes, make sure to like them on Facebook. That is facebook.com/Funkenstein Inc.
Once again, this is the Scumbag Nation reminding you, if you want anything that has to do with wrestling, there's no better place to go than Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore.
Thanks again, Rude Boy Riley.
And Logan Black.
WarriorsOfWrestling.com. See roster profiles of past and present Warriors of Wrestling stars. Over 50 highlight videos of Warriors of Wrestling events, full-length matches, order tickets to future Warriors of Wrestling events, and an extensive DVD collection featuring past events, compilations, documentaries, and much, much more. Only at WarriorsOfWrestling.com.
This is Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and you're listening to Damaged Radio 365. Yeah, baby!
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
And we're back. Kind of love Jimmy Anvil Neidhart. Didn't get the promo right, but he's still funny as hell.
He's still funny, so we'll allow it. Plus, it's Jim Neidhart, so he can do whatever he wants.
I was like, he didn't get it right, but it's okay.
As long as they say all of those words in the same sentence, I think the fans can make it out.
Vertical.
And he's vertical.
Oh, poor Jim. We're gonna see him though. He'll be at Legends of the Ring. So.
Legends of the Ring.
I love it. He was a really cool guy to be around that night.
Yeah.
He was. I was like, yeah, you do an interview? He's like, yeah. All right, cool. Well, I'll do it. What do you want to talk about?
Your life?
I was like, I don't know, Jim. Maybe you. He's like, oh, all right. Then he we got into the whole Natalia came up in conversation, and I'm trying to not, be like, oh my God, your daughter's hot. She's beautiful. I'm just like, oh, you must be proud of your daughter, wrestles and blah blah blah. He's like, you could say it. My daughter's gorgeous. I know it. Okay, Jim. Way to break the ice. Okay. So there's a couple things we wanted to talk about. One of them being Superfly Jimmy Snuka, the WWE Hall of Famer. Oh wait, no, he's not.
Yeah.
No, he's
Scratch
not.
that last
Sorry.
part.
Former Hall of Famer according to the WWE.
Which I mean, we're going to talk about.
It's a pretty cool segment though, if you think about it, because Roddy Piper smashing the coconut over nobody's head and knocking down the set.
Exactly. Mick Foley.
That was pre-green screen.
Mick Foley hitchhiking to Madison Square Garden to watch nobody jump off the top of the cage.
Yes.
That's unbelievable.
Don Morocco and matches for the Intercontinental Championship fighting nobody.
Nobody, yeah.
That's pretty amazing. And
wrestling nobody for 30
I don't
minutes.
know how.
Mr. Invisible.
Apparently, Tamina Snuka was just magically made.
Yeah. But
we're joking because this is what WWE does. Basically makes you think,
but
makes you want to think.
I want to go into the whole fact that there's other sports organizations, NBA, NFL, MLB, who have
especially the NFL,
who have full-on criminals in their Hall of Fame. I know the WWE is trying to build a child product and build it for the kids, which I completely understand, the PG era, all that. But why I understand taking them off your website and everything, but why fully take them out of the Hall of Fame? I don't get it.
Well, they finally put Hogan not in the Hall of Fame, but they put his videos back up and
they put him back on the Legends page on the website.
So I guess the Iron Sheik officially lost the title then. So,
he is no longer the longest reigning champion ever.
But 1,000+ day reign is over.
Curtis Axel is still still in the Royal Rumble. So that's a sidetrack there. But yeah.
But
I just don't understand.
And their press release. We're removing his photo from our Hall of Fame page and content from our WWE page and network.
We are letting
until further notice until things unfold.
We are letting the justice system...
What happened to innocent until proven guilty?
Exactly.
You leave it up there until he's guilty. If he's guilty and you want to take it down, then take it down. Why are you taking it down now? Exactly. You're basically admitting that Vince McMahon has kept him out of prison for 34 years.
Yep.
Everybody knows it. Everybody knows McMahon walked into that hotel room in Philadelphia, put that briefcase down, walked out without a briefcase. Everybody knows that story. It's a Commonwealth state. They can make up any laws they want as they go along. It's Philadelphia.
Like we're saying, I don't understand how you take somebody out of your Hall of Fame when there's other sports that have full-on criminals who are either still playing.
Well, here, I had a conversation on Facebook with the co-owner of UWA Elite, Dave Swan, who's a very big wrestling fan, and he says he's not added to the Hall of Fame. They took him off the website.
Yeah,
but I'm trying to explain to Dave, I'm like, that is their Hall of Fame. They don't have as much as all of us as fans would like a physical Hall of Fame where we can go, see, touch,
which we might see in the next decade.
If museums stop losing money, then maybe this will happen. Maybe they'll do it in Stanford in one of their
which I
offices.
think they should.
I think they're going to do it in Florida near the
Performance
Center. Until they have a physical Hall of Fame, that page is their Hall of Fame. So if you remove it, to me, they're all out of the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Okay,
I agree with you.
They're not going to take their plaque away. They're not going to take their ring away, which doesn't mean squat because we've seen Hall of Famers sell them to get themselves out of financial debt. So the actual thing that means something is seeing their picture on the website,
on the page. Yep.
So when they're not there, they're not there. They're not existent. They don't exist in that Hall of Fame to any fan. And
you have guys like Ray Lewis, who actually murdered somebody.
And he will be, within the next 3 years, be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
He'll be in Canton in the Hall of Fame. And he murdered somebody. Mm-hmm. He didn't freaking get arrested for assault or drug. He murdered somebody. He may have gotten off of it, but he murdered somebody.
You got cheaters, you got con artists, you got gamblers,
you got drug dealers.
You got everything. You got a lot of bad people in Hall of Fames. Ty Cobb, one of the nastiest, dirtiest players in the game. Okay, other than Ric Flair, and
Ric Flair was there,
and Ric Flair, the dirtiest player in the game, in the Hall of Fame twice.
Yep.
But Ty Cobb's in the Hall of Fame. Ric Flair, who, getting back to him, you want to call him the dirtiest player in the game. I mean, that's storyline.
Storyline.
But Ric Flair did a lot of not ethical things during his career.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, back then they didn't have the internet, so he didn't get caught left and right.
Yep, exactly.
But how many wives did this guy have? How many times did he get caught cheating on his
I actually
wives?
don't even know how many wives
he had. Like
he's
4.
So, he's around 4 or 5 right now.
So, and then the drinking, the partying, the drugs, the steroids, the trashing of hotels and airplanes. The living up to the
his moniker on TV. Yeah.
So, and I'm not saying that all guys, he's the only one, because it's not. Because if you read his book or you listen to any interview he does, he'll name guys in there that have done the same thing.
And you know what?
Andre the Giant. The guy used to drink
100+ beers a night.
12 bottles of wine before he got on an airplane, and then he would drink 6 boxes of wine while he was on the airplane. Okay, and then that was before he even got to the hotel before the event that night. So, these are guys that
and you know what, when
are
you're
in the Hall of Fame.
When you're living that lifestyle, I understand the whole partying. That it's part of the lifestyle. When you're on the road 300 days a year, you're going out to bars after the show and you're having a couple drinks. And maybe those couple drinks turn into 20. And you know what? That happens. But there's a difference between going out and having some drinks and trashing
what about
places.
getting pulled over and getting arrested for DUI?
Yep.
Okay, what, in the 80s? Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Iron Sheik, and Nikolai Volkov. 3 Hall of Famers in one car. Got pulled over on the way back from a Long Island wrestling event.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, there was no internet back then, but 4 days later it was in the paper.
Yep.
So, that's not setting a good example.
And this isn't...
You can go back and you can listen to every interview that any of the 3 of them did, and they talk about it.
Yep. And this isn't talking to the fans here. This isn't to say that we condone what Jimmy has allegedly done. Whether he's guilty or not.
If he's guilty, then he deserves to lose any accolades he ever had.
Exactly. But the point we're trying to make is innocent until proven guilty, like it's supposed to be in the United States. If he goes to court and he does a plea deal and pleads guilty, then you know what? Perfect. WWE, Vince McMahon, they have the right to take him out of the Hall of Fame.
But I don't. See, in this case, I don't believe that.
Okay.
Because of the fact that Vince McMahon's money has kept him out of prison for 33 plus years, that Vince McMahon, technically, to me, is an accomplice.
I don't
disagree with that, if Jimmy Snuka goes down, then you need to remove anything that has to do with Vince McMahon from the WWE network, from WWE.com. He never held the title. He never had ownership. You vote him out as CEO and chairman, and Triple H takes over the company. Vince McMahon is an afterthought. Because that's the way that it's supposed to work.
Yep.
That if his money, bribery, or other ways kept him out of prison, then Vince McMahon is just as guilty as Jimmy Snuka.
And the sad thing is, that's not going to happen. Because Vince is a billionaire. Because
now he has more money than a briefcase full.
Yes. Vince is a billionaire. Now he actually is officially back to billionaire status as of about a month or so ago. But he's a billionaire. He can give... He'll carry a couple briefcases full and hand them to whoever the heck he wants.
He'll bring IRS with him.
Maybe Virgil will come with that.
Oh, F money. F money. Gotta get me some of that F money. Oh my God.
I just love the segue right into Virgil. It just works perfect.
I'm sure we'll see him in a couple months.
I talked to Kev about this the other day. We really need to get Virgil on this show. My God, do we need to get Virgil on this show?
Fury's dying to try to get Virgil at Superstars of Wrestling.
Oh my God, we need an interview with Virgil so bad it's not even funny.
I don't even want to interview with him. It's like interviewing Coco Beware. They both have the same amount of right to be in the Hall of Fame, yet Coco's there. So, were you were at the show when
I was at the show.
I had the opportunity to Coco Beware.
Yes.
And they're like, "You want to interview Coco Beware?" I was like, "No,
not really."
They're like, "Why?" I was like, "I can't look him in a straight face and say I'm with WWE Hall of Famer Coco Beware." No, I ruined the whole beginning of the interview.
I just think an interview with Virgil would just be more epic than I can even describe. We would have to put the censor button on because he would say F money.
You were at the first convention we were at, big event.
Yes.
We brought the Down Boys
Yes.
to Queens.
Yes.
And who came straggling over and blocking our table?
Virgil.
Okay? The next convention, Legends. Who came straggling over, blocking our table?
We were right by the door that time.
Yeah, Virgil. The following year, same table, same location at Legends. Again, Virgil. I'm like, go away!
And this is for the fans. If you have not been to lonelyvirgil.net, please go. It is a picture of Virgil at every single convention he goes to. Fans take pictures and send them to this person who runs the website. And it's just pictures of Virgil at an empty table with people at every other table.
Well, don't forget about the huge Virgil and the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase banner he uses.
But Ted's never there. It's
but meanwhile, if Ted is at a convention, he's sitting nowhere near Virgil, and he has his own banner. So he's still rocking the Ted DiBiase Virgil banner that they used 20 years ago.
With the $1 million belt.
When they both used to tour together 25 years ago. He's still rocking the same banner. I think the thing's got moth holes in it.
And to think that he goes to these events thinking he's going to get fans to pay for his autograph.
He's paying for his table. So if he's paying $100, $200 for a table, and he's probably, if he breaks even, he's had a good day. But, if you're representing yourself, if you're like, Greg Valentine, guys like that who go and represent themselves, you paid for your table. So you want to make at least enough money to pay for your table, pay for your travel expenses, pay for your hotel, pay for your meals. There's no way he's walking out of there with $500.
Well, there's no way.
No way.
There's absolutely no way Virgil walks out of a one-day, 8-hour convention with anything more than his table. I don't understand how that's even possible.
Poor Virgil. But, getting back to Snuka. Now, does this affect? I'll ask JT first.